got thrown for a loop on this next song coming up on my fancy playlist. Got Helpless by the Coors at number 13, down from number 12. Actually, I looked it up. I tried to put the video up on YouTube, but I couldn't find it. I'm like, man, oh my God, I love the Coors. I mean, I can't believe I can't find Helpless. But actually, the record is called Breathless by the Coors. Fancy playlist of December 30th, 2000. The Coors, not real big here in the States, an Irish Celtic band. But in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, they were really big. They were signed by David Foster, the famed Canadian producer, arranger, songwriter. They were signed by David Foster, who was in the group Skylark back in the 70s. He signed the Coors to the Atlantic record label. Their second album, God, I love their second. Well, there's a couple of songs off their second album, which came out in 1997, that I absolutely fell in love with. So Young, it was just great. Sunshine Pop, So Young, it was just the vocals were lovely. But the song "What Can I Do to Make You Love Me"? Oh my God, it was I just flipped over it. The voice, I forgot who sang on that record. It might have been Andrea Corr who sang on that, but it was one of the loveliest records I've ever heard. She really just the passion, and I just love the way the song just faded out when she was singing "Love Me." Love Me. It's just put me in a spell. I gotta love that one. Probably my favorite chorus record, What Can I Do? Going to their, well, basically, the chorus is Andrea, Caroline, Sharon, and Jim. And their third album was called In Blue. In Blue flew right off the shelf. It went to number one. The album went to number one in Australia, Belgium, Ireland, Norway, Sweden, and went 4 times platinum. Platinum 4 times over in New Zealand, 10 times platinum in Ireland. It's pretty dang good. And by the way, their second album, the one that had So Young on it, was produced by Glenn Ballard. Glenn Ballard, famed for his work with Alanis Morissette, produced the album Jagged Little Pill, one of the iconic albums of the 90s. The song itself, this album though, In Blue, the album, their third album, produced by another legend. His name, Robert Lang. Robert Mutt Lang, producer of Def Leppard. He produced AC/DC's Highway to Hell, which yielded their first charted hit here in America, which was called Highway to Hell, but didn't make top 40. Too hard for it to make top 40. He produced albums by the Boomtown Rats. He also produced one of Billy Ocean's biggest hits. Remember the song by Billy Ocean, Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car? Produced by Robert Mutt Lang, and he produced this album by the Coors and Blue. This is Helpless, which, by the way, I believe went to number one in Britain. The song Helpless. Or I take that back. Breathless. I'll get it down one of these days. This is Breathless by the Coors at number 13.